Check 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hi, hello. This is Cassidy coming at you again, back streaming again. Here we are on the Windows XP machine, and I've made some changes since last time. The Bliss wallpaper, or Bliss even, is well, it's been retired, as well as the Windows XP theming. Went back to some classic Windows classic here. And for those of you asking who this handsome dancing guy is, this is the main character from Karateka. It's his ancient internet animated GIF meme stuff. Back when we used to call them image macros. Not to date myself or anything, but so anyway, I have a multitude of reasons for switching back to this wallpaper, to this neutral blue wallpaper. And let me go ahead and demonstrate just one. Is it coming through? Yeah, it sure is. Yeah, there we go. We got some biscuit in the background now. See, I can make it whatever I want. I can use the magic of chroma keying to put whatever sweet vids I want in the background. Foxack, good guess. This is not the My Generation music video. This is the Break Stuff music video. I put it up to people in my Discord to tell me which Limp Bizkit music video was the best Limp Bizkit music video, and this is what won my little short poll. Speaking of polls, we got some choices for games today. I couldn't pick just one. I put it up on Twitter where I would say, we picked the general theme, I should say, Windows XP era, mid-2000s FPS jank. So, yes, Pauly Shore is in this music video, by the way, Foxack. It's a good eye. A lot of celebrity cameos in this video. Anyway, we got some choices here, and I'm going to go through them now. Alcatraz, Prison Escape. We had Albert Hammock, my speedrunning friend who specializes in this type of game. Alcatraz Prison Escape would probably be their choice. It's a game about escaping from Alcatraz, the famous prison. It's a stealth, early mid-2000s Lithtech stealth game. We can see how that goes. We can see how stealthy I can be. Or we could play, potentially, Navy SEALs, Weapons of Mass Destruction, one of the Don't Play This Game candidates. Also Lithtech. Funny enough, how that turns out that almost every shitty Windows XP mid-2000s FPS game ran on the Lithtech engine. Lithtech Jupiter, I should say. This is very bad tactical military shooting. Nina Agent Chronicles. This one I have not toyed around with much, but from what I've seen, it has some incredible voice acting, a strong female protagonist. It might also be Lithtech engine. I know this one isn't. I know RoboCop is not a Lithtech engine game. This is a Titus interactive banger. I think it's Renderware, maybe? Could be wrong. Anyway, it's its birthday today. Today is RoboCop's release anniversary, released this day in 2003, so we could play that one for the timeliness of it. I wouldn't recommend voting for it because it's fucking boring and frustrating, so please don't vote for that. It's up here because it's its birthday, and I felt bad about not putting it on there. And then number 5. This is many people's favorites, maybe my personal favorite on this list, but I figured I'd make it a democracy. Sniper, Path of Vengeance. Another epic narrative with modern, contemporary themes and first-person shooting. Lithtech Jupiter engine, another one of the Don't Play This Game candidates. This would be my personal pick, but again, maybe one of these other games strikes your fancy a little bit more. But this is the moment. This is where we're going to put it to a poll. I'm not going to do a straw poll or whatever it is that more professional streamers do. I mean, does this look like a professional operation to you? Christ. I have Limp Bizkit playing in the background. Anyway, number 1, here's what we're going to do. In the chat, post a message with a number in it. Type send 1 if you want to watch me play Alcatraz Prison Escape. 2 if you want to see Navy SEALs Weapons of Mass Destruction. 3 for the mysterious Nina Agent Chronicles, which I think is a game that has like 3 other names as well, depending on what part of the world you live in. Type 4 for RoboCop. Or 5 for Sniper, Path of Vengeance. And results are beginning to come in. And it's already looking like Nina's probably going to run away with this one, huh? What's great is that every time I say This is the one I want to play. Never the thing that gets picked. I mean, that's by design, I think. This is... I mean, I think sort of the conceit at some point with the stream is that y'all want me to suffer at some stage, right? So, if we're going with Nina, I'm not going to say no to Nina. I'm going to say yes to Nina. Goodbye, Limp Bizkit. Goodbye, Fred Durst. Goodbye, Wes Borland. Goodbye, other members of the Limp Bizkit band. And goodbye to this Target Renegade NES soundtrack. Here we go. Alright, and in just a minute, let's see what I gotta do to bring this game up. I know that whenever my Windows XP machine switches resolutions on the fly, there are issues, so I have the means to negotiate that already pre-planned. So let's get this launching. Nope, you don't. No, that's right. You don't launch through the LiftTech exe. It's always the dedicated executable. Lemon Interactive. Let's hope this game isn't a lemon. Am I right? Oh, it hurts sometimes to laugh. This definitely looks like a LiftTech Jupiter sort of title screen here. They usually don't have animations on them, but... By the way, we're drinking Fanta, orange Fanta today. Because my local grocery store just started putting them in cans. Usually you gotta buy bottles for it. Let's just dive right in.
It's no secret that my power to get information by taking over the minds of my opponents is something that no one else at the agency can pride themselves on. That's why Nina, that's me, is usually the first and only candidate for various missions impossible. I can't say that I'm not flattered by this sometimes, but I'm hardly delighted. Hordes of fanatics, all by myself. But what can you do? It's my job. The mission to liquidate a small factory somewhere in the Far East manufacturing some biological junk was going to be a quick and easy job, but it turned out to be a major mess.
A major mess!
Nina to the center. I'm in the northern part of the village. So far quite calm and peaceful.
Watch out! On satellite scans, we can see quite a lot of activity in the region. You will come across patrols for sure. Remember, you have to act quietly and carefully. Frontal attack is bound to fail. Look for alternative roads. It would be best if you gained information from an officer. You have your ways.
The 100 takes now is the best one for that intro voiceover read. Fantastic. Sounds like... I won't make too many jokes about it. I mean, I'll laugh at it, but I don't want to make comparisons. I don't want to be untoward. This is evidently Nina Agent Chronicles. People in the chat saying, does the geometry camera feel off to anybody else? I don't know. It feels like the geometry is warping depending on the perspective. It's like PS1 affine texture warps. So yeah, apparently we are Nina, a secret agent. We have Chronicles. Oh. Oh, huh? Hello? Okay, great. It's gonna be one of those games. Okay, so don't kill that guy, I guess. Oh, I wish I'd love to re-listen to that opening diatribe a dozen times over. Let's actually play this thing.
Watch out! On satellite scans,
Can show some of my sweet skills here.
in the region. You will come across patrols for sure. Remember, you have to act quietly and carefully. Frontal attack is bound to fail. Look for alternative roads. It would be best if you gained information from an officer.
I wonder if I have a silencer. I feel like I always rebind the keys before I even play a game, but it's 2 weapon keys. Now it seems fairly basic.
You have your ways.
I don't know, I just figured a secret agent would kind of have like a suitable tool for the job. Alright, so we're not going to kill this dude. That ended poorly last time. Is there anything else we can do? Going the long way around. Maybe we need to interrogate them. Oh!
Santa, I already know the location of the other entrance to the tunnels. I have to get to the well-located upwards behind the bunker.
Excellent. We knew that your specific abilities would be indispensable in this mission. Be careful. The surroundings are still very dangerous.
I had a hunch that interacting with that person would
Watch
do...
out. Scanners indicate some activity behind the walls. You better not go there. You must eliminate that threat.
Okay. This is going to be one of those constant voiceover kind of games, but when the voice acting is this good, who's going to deny it? And to be clear, we are discovering this game together. If we get stuck at any point...
Surroundings.
Nina, concentrate. It's not an excursion.
I was going to say, if we get stuck at any point, we will have to figure it out. We'll have to problem solve together. This is the game we have picked, after all. Alley-oop. Alright, so I saw a mountain pass in that vision when I think we psychically scanned whoever that was. Does it seem like it might be in that direction? Who's to say? This feels like a way to progress. Let's figure out how to get inside of this. I'm assuming that we can't just open the door. We'll have to find some means of opening said door. Maybe just climb up and over? We'll find out in due time if we were supposed to do that, or if I've just made a huge mistake and broke the progression of this game. It can always go either way.
No power supply. I will never reach up there.
That's really pessimistic. We'll never reach up there? Where there's a will, there's a way, Nina. That kind of negative thinking isn't going to get you anywhere. I'm surprised a secret agent like you isn't more resourceful, isn't more... Have we looped back around to the beginning of the level? Okay, well. Snubblebear asking, what game is this? This is Nina Agent Chronicles, as voted on by the viewers. So if this game turned out to be boring outside of some of that incredible voice acting, I'm putting it on you, chats. I'm feeling like I want to get inside of there. Oh. Got someone's attention at the very least. If that's not forward progress, I don't know what is. Let's continue looking. Oops! I had a good idea there, I think.
It's not secret.
Take 3.
Nina to the center. I'm in the northern part of the village.
I'm on the right path, though, right? I mean, that it seemed like a pretty good idea at the time.
We can see quite a lot of activity in the region. You will come across patrols for sure.
So we don't need to sneak up on this dude. We just need to walk up to him, use the use key.
Frontal attack is bound to fail.
Shanty.
I already know the location of the other entrance to the tunnels. I have to get to the well-located upwards behind the bunker.
Excellent. We knew that your specific abilities would be indispensable in this mission. Be careful.
I wonder how many times we're going to have to mind meld in this game before this adventure is over. Alright, so we're going to have to find some other way to shoot that thing, is what I'm discovering here. We can't just...
It's not secret.
Pop over... Yes, we know, Nina. You're the best agent who ever agented.
To the center. I'm in the northern part of the village. So far,
that dude took like 5 bullets in the shoulder, kept walking.
quite a lot of activity in the region. You will
So it seems like if I did want to play this as a
for
stealth game, if I did want to do this
you have to act quietly and
a
carefully.
bit more
Frontal attack is bound to fail.
suspiciously or
Santa,
sneakily,
I already know the location of
wouldn't
the
be
other
too much
entrance to
harder,
the
I don't think.
tunnels. I have to get to the well-located upwards.
Can't skip that
bunker.
cutscene.
Excellent. We
It's
knew
mission critical
these
information.
facilities would be indispensable in this mission. Be careful. The surroundings.
Do I have a quick save? No, I do not.
Very dangerous.
We do not have any grenades or anything of that sort. I wonder... It looks like there's some other type of explosive. Or like maybe like a leaking gas canister sort of thing. That's probably a dead end though. Amazed that dude did not bother to walk around that corner there. Video Game King says...
Vehicle can be useful.
Oh! I think... I may have accidentally lucked into something here. Video Game King says, mechanically speaking, the premise is interesting. The enemies are less challenges to overcome and more objects to find new, so the stealth kind of feels organic. I specify kind of because I don't know what the developers are equipped to follow through. Or don't know that the developers are equipped to follow through. Alright, is this as far as we can push it? Can we push it back in the other direction if we like? They're not really providing me much of an... Oh, you know what? It might be jump over there? Or maybe we just get caught in the corner there. I don't see... Yeah, I have to be falling off the ledge to... Ah, that did it.
This will certainly solve the problem of intensified activity in this region.
Your actions will not stay unnoticed.
I'm not so worried about that. Oh, there's...
Damn, there is no fuel. Santa, do you know where they keep fuel here?
But our scans do not detect such things.
Okay, I was only kidding.
Check the southern part of the city.
I was only kidding. A lot of raw emotion coming from our telepath. You know, you always hear that telepaths are very, like, empathic. And that is coming true in this.
Nice surroundings.
Nina, concentrate. It's not an excursion.
So we've been told to check the south end of the city. Don't have a compass. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge in and of itself. Lucky guess at that door would be.
It is dangerous to store flammables in this way. Someone could shoot at it and make a mess.
Very subtle. Oh no! They literally told me to shoot it,
Secret.
and then made it so as soon as I shot it, I would die.
Nina to the
That
center.
is
I'm in the northern part of
mean,
the
to say the least.
Calm and peaceful.
Watch out. On satellite scans, we can see quite a lot of activity in the region. You will come across patrols for sure. Remember, you have to act.
Being mentioned in chat that yes, this was the subject of a Something Awful review way back in the day, back when Something Awful used to be relevant
I have to get to the
and do game reviews.
behind the bunker.
But it occurred to me I should probably, with the stream information, enter the name
The surroundings are still very dangerous.
of this game into the Twitch so that people know what we're playing. You know, get all the Nina, longtime Nina faithfuls, let them know that someone's represented for the first time in a long time. I imagine this could be a very hot game. This could be like one of those ones that like has like a sleeper community that we're all just not privy to, but
This vehicle can be useful.
among the faithful. Fans know. Here we go. We're not going to push the cart all the way this time. Instead...
This will certainly solve the problem of intensified activity in this region.
Your actions...
Damn.
I don't know if I need to trigger that to get whatever gas canister we're evidently going to track down in the future to spawn, to activate, to come into the world, but I figure it's safe. Also, I did notice there was a save game notification at the top, so there may very well be, there might actually be an autosave there that we can utilize. Save ourselves the first couple minutes of the game. Video Game King informing me that there is not much, Nina, there's not much community around this. There's a Let's Play, a couple user reviews on GameSpot.
It is dangerous to store flammables in this way. Someone could shoot at it and make a mess.
I don't quite have an angle on that, so I'm assuming we'll find some other way to get that in our sights from a safe distance. Can I just... This might actually be encouraged if they're... maybe not, though. Still really cool and really, really good attention to the detail and letting players just walk right behind and walk around and jump up on the rooftops here. Maybe there is something to this. I mean, this seems like so... Like they really are lending, there really is something that we might actually have to do up here. And it might not just be, like, really careless level design. Except now I can't get that jump going. Ah, there we go. This looks like some sort of... Ah, there we go. So didn't necessarily need to climb up on that, but it did give me an idea. It did get my mind going a bit. It did get my...
You must eliminate this point of resistance.
It's easy for you to say. It is me who runs the risk.
Oh, it sure is, Nina. Alright, let's continue and see where it... Naturally. Alright, so we got a sniper to contend with. Oh, hello? Oh, right.
I can see fuel. I must get there.
We could try this. Z Reserve posting, studio closed a split into two. One became Italian Art, rebranded City Interactive. I'm not going to bother to try and... I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that because I know I'm going to butcher it. And then went on to work on The Witcher, but also Enemy Front, which is another... it's a more recent bit of jank, but it is a bit of jank nonetheless, I will contend. I do like the bump mapping on this wood. Renders well on my FX 5200. I think that's the graphics card I have in this fucking XP machine. Widely regarded as one of the worst graphics cards of all time. So, of course, the random PC I got on Craigslist, the random Windows XP box I got for $20, just so happens to have one of the worst graphics cards ever made.
You must eliminate this point of resistance.
It's easy for you to say. It is me who runs the risk.
It looks like there's like a death trigger as soon as I cross that line, because I went from 50 health to 0 health. Family Consumer asking, does stuff from this era generally run under Windows 10, or do you need to build a VM for it? I would not recommend doing VM virtual machine stuff for Windows XP games, because it's a pain in the ass, is the long short of it. Look, I tried for the longest time to do, like, whenever I want to play Windows XP games, to just do it through VMware, but it's not a road worth traveling. It will just cause frustration and pain. Even if you get into PCEM stuff, which is a little more reliable for targeting that era, for targeting like an XP or Windows 98, Windows 2000 machines, but it will still usually end in pain and poor performance. But yeah, virtual machines, attempting to do 3D rendering, 3D acceleration stuff. Usually a no-go. There's nothing here that looks like it might provide some sort of reprieve.
You must eliminate this point of resistance.
It's easy for you to say. It is me who runs the risk.
Yeah, we'll get back to this. I feel like maybe some sort of sniper rifle will come into play. Yeah, the best bet for playing old... You can try Windows 10. You can try Windows XP Service Pack 3 compatibility, that old trick, when it comes to running older games. But so often you won't even be able to install said games because the installers will be gated this isn't a Windows XP machine. And it will assume that because it's not Windows XP, you're trying to install Windows 95. So good luck even getting games to install is basically what I'm saying, if you're trying to install it direct to OS. The best solution will almost always be getting an actual machine, and they are cheap enough. Usually you can find these things for $20 on your local Craigslist or eBay. This one, I believe, I got it off of some kid whose grandma passed and they were doing home cleaning, and it's morbid, but hey, come up for me. $20. Get this machine that's become a pretty reliable workhorse in our streams since... Bobinator asks, do you have Redneck Justice? That game was made in my state. Yes, that is installed, I believe. If not installed, I have the ISO for it. I'm just trying to think, what can we do now? I feel like we're going to start spinning our wheels already. And I hate to spin my wheels this early in the playthrough. Maybe if we get off there and... You know what? Actually, that does get me thinking. Maybe there is some way, if we approach from this side, and we're aware that they're somewhere up there, some way to sneak up on them, maybe? No, that looks pretty well locked. Unless we can get in underneath. Man, I would sure hate to be stumped this early on. If anyone wants to watch a YouTube video maybe to find that Let's Play and see just give me a hint, give me a hot or cold on whether I'm doing anything adjacent to where the objective might be. I did almost forget about this end of the level. This is just... Yeah, this is when we get the gas
Look for a power source
to activate that generator. I was browsing the something offer review, and there's something by the window with the gas can. Yeah, I did see that gas can through the window, but I couldn't get through the door. So let's backtrack. Oh god, it's already been 30 minutes, and we're not even through the first level of this game. At some point, I might just watch a YouTube video to figure out how to solve this one puzzle and then hope the rest of the game is. Oh, they're spawning dudes in at the very least. So that's a little bit of action and excitement for you. Much needed at this point. What I could really go for right now is some more voice acting. That's what we're all waiting for. That's what's stitching this together. That was the promise made by the voice acting at the beginning. I don't think shooting this is... Alley-oop. And nothing to note up here. There is a small window that is inexplicably placed in a big chunk of stone that divides one hallway from the next. Says Mobile Bear, attempting to help here. Oh! Oh my god. Okay. For fuck's sake! My kingdom for an auto-closing door. Okay. I would not in a million years have figured that out, by the way. So bless you, Snubble Bear, for that suggestion. Alright, hopefully I can figure out the rest from here. People saying they actually like that puzzle. The Fenestration dude saying they like that puzzle. Fanfic Super saying this game has pharmacy game written all over it. It reminds me of when I bought Tomb Raider from a Staples in 1995, the Windows version of it. But yeah, that's about where this game belongs. I should try psychically reading some of these dudes, though I doubt it'll do anything.
Here's the power supply.
We can follow the power line here if we wanted a bit of contextual design, but... Video Game King asking, because we're mentioning like how games, you used to be able to get PC games at like Office Depot and Staples. And Video Game King is asking, would they be in like little cardboard sleeves rather than full box? I remember them being in full boxes. You got nothing but real estate on the shelves at those sorts of stores. You know, that first puzzle may have broken my mind, but none of the combat here is particularly challenging, at least. I am slightly afraid of this height, though. Not because I have a fear of heights myself, but just because I fear this game. Alright. I get it. This is how I died immediately that, when I crossed that threshold. And there's the dude who was machine gunning me. And boom goes the dynamite. Is there anyone else I can take out with a sniper rifle as long as I'm up here? Wait, hold on. You wait a second, sir. Thank you for your patience. Oh! I was about to get like physicsed off of it and thrown down to the ground. Alright, so that takes care of that, I think. Now we can go back to whence we came, to that other elevator, and walk across to where that sniper and that machine gun nested dude were shooting me from. And, oh. You be quiet now. You stop that. You quit that. I gotta say, this is not the most exciting game I've ever played. A lot of backtracking in this first stage so far, but you know, that's part of being a secret agent. I imagine. I like to think. Oh no. Oh, thank God. I thought the elevator was going to be stuck up there somehow. Wouldn't put it past this game. Don't even know where you would have come from. Yeah, they had a proper emplacement there. No wonder I got torn to shreds. The veritable shreds. Oh, but I can't mount this. At least we had the sniper rifle before. For a sort of pseudo-turret section.
I'm nearing the entrance to the tunnels. I may have problems with communication down there.
Switch over to the ultra-long waves transmitter. It should work, provided you don't go down too deep.
I will call you when I am down. Bye now.
Well, I guess we're going down the whole bye now. Oh, the voice acting is going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
Can you read me?
Okay so far. We have no satellite picture now. You're on your own. There must be a lab somewhere which you have to reach. Remember, you have to destroy the biological weapon installation. Probably it will be a...
explosive here. It feels safe.
A good shot at it can give you considerable advantage in combat, or cause a lot of trouble.
Yeah, a few steps ahead of you, game. There are some impressive tactics on display. Did you just spawn out of nowhere? Oh, do we get to drive this? Nah, probably no such luck. Man, we got a veritable suite of options, a plethora of choices, directions we can point to. Why bother making a smooth animation for that? Smibblebear points out, hell yeah, to building vehicles at a level geometry, which, yes, that totally was, wasn't it? And I didn't even acknowledge it. Oh, I'm off my game. I wonder if we will get any other choice of weapons besides this SMG. Not that we need it. This thing seems plenty capable for whatever job we may toss at it. Washer dryer? I'm worried that this one of these dudes, I'm going to shoot them, or we're going to get an instant game over again, like that one dude from before. I fucking called it! How the fuck did I call that?
Comms tests.
And why the fuck would that be the dude? Who's like a platform away from us, we can't immediately psychic.
Remember, you have to destroy the biological weapon installation. Probably it will be a modified civilian equipment, so it may look quite common. You should expect strong resistance.
Good, it's not time for talking. I have a lot to do here, as usual.
I wanted to hear that full conversation play out, and it was worth it. Every line of dialogue is worth it in this game. Let's leave no stone unturned. This pistol is fucking useless. Yeah, people pointing out and guessing that there might be a different color scheme going on for the essentials. And yeah, they were wearing a white hat, which I guess would be the giveaway sign. Certainly none of those dudes we just killed had it, so we'll bear that in mind. Snibblebear saying something tells me the lady they got for Nina was picked for her looks over her acting chops. She's got what's the old expression? A voice for radio? Or a face for radio? That doesn't even make any sense though, because that's like a slight on their looks. She's got a voice for pictures. That's what we'll go with. Alright, we'll get back to you later. A voice for gifts, Video Game King says. This dude is sniping me with whatever pistol or whatever he has. We will get to them eventually. Alright, you had a white turban, and the game did not immediately end.
To the other side. This is perhaps the only place where the control room can be located. Oh, shut up.
Hoo boy. You ready for some minecarts? Oh, I see what's going on here. Oh, well. Okay, so obviously we need to activate both of them so we have cover on either side from the people shooting us from turrets. That much I've divined. Oh, great save.
I have to get to the other side. This is perhaps the only place where the control room can be located. Oh, shut up.
Alright, there's the one shooting us from over there. And then cross over. Oh. Struggle to get on for a second. I wonder if this is going to take us completely out of the way of that dude we could have potentially interrogated. I wonder if that's even going to be necessary. Probably not. We're probably fine. Honestly, we could just walk faster than this goes, but... oh, well, I actually did not mean to do that. But I had the feeling that now that I have, we're stuck down here. Oh my god. Are there such things as ladders in this universe? Nope, nope, well, okay. So this is where we're fucked, because if we try to cross over without the minecarts, yeah, no. I wish it hadn't, like, auto-checkpointed down here. This is gonna cause some problems.
I have to get to the other side. This is perhaps the only place where the control room can be located.
Let's backtrack a little bit, though, see if there's nothing else we can take advantage of.
Oh, shut up.
Before we brave the minecarts again. Maybe he won't shoot us this time. Maybe we can dodge that bullet at the very least. Anything down on the very bottom? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's try going up. I think I have a feeling of where we might be able to get to that dude. Dodging his pistol shots. I think there's also a first aid kit. Yes! Like mana from heaven. 20 health points. I'll take it where I can get it. See, it occurs to me, what if we go this way? Will this take us back and around to where that dude is positioned? And can we establish our psychic link? At the very least, we got some handy-dandy TNT, full health recharge. So this was definitely worth the excursion. Video Game King sharing a helpful tip from Moby Games. Courtesy Moby Games, some enemies will have key information that can be drained from their mind. You'll know which ones because the mission fails when you shoot them and you have to start over. Really, that's the best way to telegraph that sort of thing.
The computer controlling the platforms in the elevator shaft is located somewhere in the mines. I'm going there.
Probably the screening there will be too strong to allow communication. Give them a lesson.
On it, boss. Yeah, it seems like we were on our way to there, but... you know, probably not having that TNT we picked up would have meant we got there and had nothing to do there, so... all in all, a necessary trip. An annoying sidebar, an annoying tangent we have to go on, but... Smooble Bear says, you found that there's a computer somewhere. Is this mind reading really all that useful? Well, now we know they're dialed into the internet. I'd say that's essential information. I'd say that's incredibly vital stuff. That way, instead of looking for like an abacus or whatever, we know to look for a full-fledged computer. With mouse and screen and keyboard and everything. Are we going to get checkpointed here again? Or are we going to get our auto-save for crossing some sort of threshold here? Nope, so if we die, we got to do that whole excursion over again. Well, luckily, this does seem easy enough. Oh, you gotta let me cross over, though. Oh! that's okay. That's alright. You know, I had a hunch that would happen. And really, if any of you have any complaints about it, just remember you picked this game. We could be playing Sniper Path of Vengeance right now. Video Game King. I think I realized how you're supposed to tell which enemies you can mind control. Your crosshair turns to the same box it turns into when there's a usable object nearby. Oh, there you go. This tells me these enemies may be literal objects in terms of the underlying programming.
The computer controlling the platforms in the
Very
elevator
possibly.
shaft is located somewhere in the mine.
As Z Reserve saying, this could be DirectX 8 or 9.
There will be too strong to allow communication.
Might as well be 7 at this point. If this is Lithtech, which I don't think it is actually. I think at this point this is not a Lithtech Jupiter engine game. A website for this game is somehow still up, says Video Game King. It is entirely screenshots. Well, yeah. They should have some voice clips, though. They really should have some examples of the voice acting. Frappe Fiasco. Dang, didn't know you're streaming. What the fuck is this? It's codename Nina, obviously. Or one of, like, 3 different names for it. Nina, Agent Chronicles, or Special Agent Nina, codename Global something or other. Whatever you want to call it, it's exciting. It's a stealth psychic adventure. And we're all along for the ride. My kingdom for like a quick save button. No, we are at the mercy of the game and its arbitrary autosaves. Alright, let's... try this again. Maybe, just maybe. Nope! I thought maybe if, like, that one was, like, blocking the shots from, like, an angle or something. How did we get it the first time and every successive attempt has been a disaster? Oh, boy. You know what's great is that for as much as this stream is about making me suffer, for as much as like the choice of games is like made to torture me, it's great because you'll have to fucking watch it too. So no one wins.
The computer controlling the platforms in the elevator shaft is located somewhere in the mines. I'm going there.
Probably the screening there will be too strong to allow communication. Give them a lesson.
You know, I hear some streamers are actually like good at video games. Yeah, I don't know what that's like. So I'm trying to mix things up a bit, you know, trying to make this trip more exciting. Hopefully that was compelling viewing for all of you. Hopefully that took a little bit of the sting out of this, of our third trip, I think, here. Okay. Let me on, let me on. Well. Poop. Yeah, what the... I don't know what the deal with this is. I get what I'm supposed to do. They just make it impossible to do the thing you're supposed to do because, well, they have these, like, things on the sides that make it nigh untenable. Is that coming back towards me? Ah, there we go. Now I see it moving. Keep it Move and keep it grooving. Ticky D, there's something fascinating to me in the very low-res textures with smaller detail provided with tile bump maps aesthetic this is pulling. Yeah, you know, it's a clever use. It adds a little bit of depth. It's something. It's a choice for 2003. All right. Y'all ready to do this again? Y'all ready to watch me fail at this again? Yeah, if it wasn't for these fucking... these things here, I could just jump on and off. I wonder... No. I take it back already. Yeah. That quickly fell apart. I was hoping that just by having them run adjacent to one another, having them run like parallel to one another. But that's not how this is meant to work. You're meant to be on the thing as it passes by these turrets here. And there's no other alternative. And one shot, getting hit with one shot from one of those took us down from 100 to 30. At least it was an instant death, so we have something like another attempt here, but skeptical as to my chances. Oh! Wait for it. Put a bullet in my brain. Is it too late to make this a drinking stream? Can I get fucking sloshed right now? Do we have to... Nah, that's right, we do have to wait for this to take us the rest of the way. We can't just jump over the edge and outrun this, outwalk this, outcrawl this at a certain point. Stay. Oh, thank God for that checkpoint. I wish we had come into it with a little bit more health, but as it turned out, didn't so much need it. But there it is for us. And remember, we could not have used this computer without having psychically...
Now the way to the laboratory is open. Boys, I'm good, aren't I? Well, there is no communication indeed.
That is the draw, folks. That is the appeal. That is why we are here. Let's listen to the voice of this angel. Alright, now... Oh, God, that's right. Yeah. No, we're gonna have to... Okay. They're gonna make us do this whole thing over again. Or not the whole thing. They're gonna make us do part of this thing over again. Maybe this time I won't lose as much health here.
We're all done. Now the way to the laboratory is open. Boys, I'm good, aren't I? Well, there is no communication indeed.
Exciting stuff. I'm gonna thank all y'all who are watching. I don't get it, but bless your hearts. Actually, do we even... Yeah, we do need that, unfortunately. I wish I could zoom to see where that platform is. Right there, maybe? We have the wall here, so we don't gotta worry about the turret on the other side. We'll pass by that one unscathed. How close did I get with stopping that platform? Close enough, it looks like. Could have spared a couple extra inches there. Oh, actually, I could have gone, definitely gone a little bit further. Damn it. Well, there's a turret sound I was waiting for. God, I would love to just jump. Ah! We're doing this. We're making this happen. Ah, there it is. They really expect us just to eyeball, like, or to guess, to count in our heads, like, to have an innate sense of timing for when you need to stop that cart at the midway point. One more time for the people in the back.
Well done. Now the way to the laboratory is open. Boys, I'm good, aren't I? Well, there's no communication indeed.
Gotta say, so far, you know, all things considered, this game definitely belongs on the stream. It's definitely the game I deserve to be playing right now. Alright, when it looks like it's where I want it to be, we'll let it go a little longer. This is the real, like, high-octane thrill-minute gameplay. Put my hair in a ponytail while this is happening. Yeah, that's my guess. Will this come back to bite us? Probably. We'll find out in a few seconds. Yeah? Is that about right? Yeah, that's as good as we're gonna get. That's enough to get us there without getting shot at. Ooh. That could have doomed the whole endeavor. There better damn well be an autosave at the end of this. Like right about now. Show me that sweet game save at the top of the screen. I'm not worried about the combat. I'm not worried about getting shot to death by accident. I'm worried about anything and everything else that could happen. There we go. Top off. I had a hunch.
I have just scored one more useless mind. I haven't learned anything new.
Remember, the time is your enemy. Hurry up.
Hello. Oh, do I dare? Civilian casualty game over? No? Alright, well.
Shit. what a welcoming committee. Strange, but maybe it will be better when I let them out standing at a certain distance. It will be safer to attack them from behind the bars.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about whatever puzzle we could do here where we could shoot them from behind. That worked plenty fine. That little strategy right there, that little trick there. That said, let's see what's around this corner. I do feel a little bad about killing that hapless dude with his clipboard. Clearly, we could have let him go. This is some of the most boring shooting, too. I've got to say, in case it's not obvious.
I think I'm close. I hope that I will recognize the devices that I should destroy.
It will be a large cylindrical container. We hope that there is only one, and that you will manage to destroy it somehow.
Video Game King. What would the world be like if we got Codename Nina VR shorts instead of Half-Life VR shorts? The world may never know. Clearly a better universe. A better reality.
Santa, I have found the container. Fortunately, only one. I'm planting the bomb and running away. I don't want to be here when it all blows up. Listen, I have found something really interesting. You wouldn't believe, but I have seen it somewhere.
Ah! I noticed too late there was a square around the crosshair. We won't make the same mistake twice. I almost forgot about this dude too.
I have just scored one more useless mind. I haven't learned anything new.
Remember, the time is your enemy. Hurry up!
Shit. What a welcoming committee. Strange. They are stopped from attacking by such a pain. Unless it can't be shot through.
You know, there's any upside that we let the scientist guy, we let Clipboard guy live this time. I know, probably die in the ensuing explosion as we plant the TNT, but, you know, that's not on my conscience any. Gibdo Inferno. In some regions, this game is called Codename Nina.
I hope that I will recognize
Point of No Return.
the
1993 Hollywood remake of La Femme Nikita was released in Poland as Cryptomum Nina, which means Codename Nina. It's like playing 6 years of Luc Besson. So there you go. Nope, where are you shooting from? Oh. Well, that'll certainly do it.
Santa, I have found the container. Fortunately, only one. I'm planting the bomb and running away. I don't want to be.
Oh, I was so close to reading his mind. I guess I started to read his mind, and then he killed me, and the game was conflicted, and that's the result.
I have just scored one more useless mind. I haven't learned anything new.
Remember, the time is your
This
enemy.
is the pits.
Hurry up!
Shit. What a welcome committee.
Oh!
Strange that they are stopped from attacking by such a pain.
I did not mean to do that one. Of course, you never mean to die in this game, in any game. Typically, anyway. Wonderful game over, because your information is useless, right? A key information source. I have to know. Literally, like, Nina's comment is like, oh, this was information was completely useless. I didn't get anything out of this. But still, vital information. Can't live without it. Getting conflicting messages from the game here.
I have just scored one more useless mind. I haven't learned anything new.
Remember, the time is your enemy. Hurry up!
what a welcoming committee. Strange that they are stopped from attacking in such a pattern.
God darn it.
Unless it can't be shot through.
I was trying to bait that dude out for a second. That didn't work, so then I had no choice but to round the corner. Folks, if this is where you tune out, I don't blame you. I would tune out right now. I'm about ready to quit the stream and I'm the one running it.
I have just scored one more useless mind. I haven't learned anything new.
Remember, the time is your enemy.
Shit, what a welcoming committee. Strange that they are stopped from attacking by such a pain. Unless it can't be shot through.
Phew. Without losing any health either. Alright, we're on track this time.
I think I'm close. I hope that I will recognize the devices that I should destroy.
It will be a large cylindrical container. We hope that there is only one, and that you will manage to destroy it somehow.
I think we got it.
It could have been no fun. The container is secured with a special cooling system. The explosion would not destroy the germs and would contaminate the entire underground.
Well, and we would lose our best agents.
Hey, it is serious.
The tone in all these conversations is...
Listen, I have found something really interesting. You wouldn't believe, but I have seen it somewhere in the files in the firm, and I did not expect to see something like that here. Such a strange experimental nuclear weapon. Somebody's meddled with it.
Take it with you, it may be important.
You don't even joke like that. I'm going to have my hands full with reloading, not lugging some baggage. My report must be enough. The cooling system is done.
Excellent. Hurry up. This mission has already taken too long. Let's hope maybe...
Oh, that's for goddamn sure.
We don't have anyone around to take you out.
Sent up the charges in place.
Oh, pipe.
I'm popping out of here. Prepare evac.
You have 30 minutes to reach the extraction points. Hurry up. The satellite scans recorded increased activity in the nearby garrison. It may soon become too hot.
We may have missed a few lines of voice acting. That's very unfortunate. Seeing as
The
this...
components of the secret weapon, the nuclear rifle that were found at the factory, came from our agency. Who would have thought? A traitor among us. The chiefs did a quiet investigation and they found that someone had swiped the whole weapon. But that someone also left a lot of traces leading to Kiev. When I showed up there, a group of terrorists was occupying the office building that I was also interested in. I couldn't count on cooperation with the local police, so our men brought in some equipment, briefly let me in onto the situation and smuggled me to the building's basements. The riddle was waiting to be solved, and the solution was hidden somewhere on the upper stories of the building.
It's always the upper stories. Why can't it never be ground level? Why can't it never be in the lobby? Hello, what is this gun? This looks like a automatic shotgun. That's gonna be my guess. We still have our trusty pistol. Oh, we have a desert... No, it's not a desert eagle. That's more like a Beretta type. Whatever, it's gotta be better than that other pistol we were using. Oh, it's burst fire. Whether or not that's an improvement, it's up to you to decide. Oh. Sneaky Pete. Alright, let's see about this. Now, well, have to be a bit smarter than that. I don't know if the shotgun's very good. In fact, I'm going to wager and say it isn't.
Prepared for everything. This mission is not going to be easy.
Machine gun nests, wherever we go.
see that
At least they're not shooting us from here.
everything. This mission is not going to be easy.
At least they're giving us some sort of courtesy. Could not press that button in time. Got another combat puzzle, boys. How long will this one take to solve?
I see that they are prepared for everything. This mission is not going to be easy.
Don't know if that was the way we were intended to do this, but it's the way I'm gonna do it, damn it. This shotgun seems pretty poopy, to be honest. I am more a fan of handguns anyway. I think handguns are cooler, so... That's me, that's right, it's Cass, the resident gun nut. So you can shoot the buttons as well as just like pressing them. So that's good to know. We're figuring things out. What that button might have activated, who can fucking say?
I found the passage to the upper levels. That wasn't very hard.
It's no use. The doors have electronic locks. The controlling computer is located above the storehouses.
Damn. I thought it would be easy.
No, it can never be easy. Wouldn't be a bad game Hall of Fame game. Wouldn't be a candidate for our side if it was easy, was it? Well, I mean, I guess there's some pretty easy bad games or games that are too easy. Oh, I see. Alright. I'm picking up what they're laying down. You know, like every office building has, right? That's where we are right now. Every parking lot has a set of stairs that retract and come in and out of the wall, leading to a secret above-ground passageway.
Just as I expected. One good shot, and the rest is history.
So let's talk a bit about gunplay and first-person shooters, because I need something to talk about. So there's this idea of weight when it comes to how you implement your guns, and having a real sense of like recoil and like heft and power behind your shots. That is essential to the first-person shooter. This game does not have it, needless to say. And a big part of that, there's a few factors. One is that recoil is generally kind of not there. Two is that the gun sounds are mixed very low, and even if they were like a bit louder.
Storage with an elevator in it.
Be careful. They will surely be waiting for you upstairs.
Even if they were a bit louder in the mix, they'd still be very flat in general. You want your gun audio to basically be clipping. You want the screen to be fucking shaking. Depending on the game, I guess. Depending on the context. But generally, if you're trying to convey, like, more games that have satisfying shooting more often than not will attend to those tenets. And so even if a gun doesn't necessarily one-hit dudes or blow them across the room, that definitely helps. Having ragdolls that get blown across the room definitely helps as well in conveying that sort of power to a gun. But even if you don't have that, you can still create the illusion of a powerful weapon. You can make the Clob from GoldenEye seem like a roaring death machine if you just did a little bit of sound mixing on it. Not that you'd want to or need to, because the Clob is perfect the way it is. It's a classic in its own right. think we gotta switch to this for a bit. There's like a SPAS 15 or SPAS 15. Or did we just walk around in a circle? Well, we could top up to be sure. There's gotta be something in this room. Every other avenue has been explored, I think. Could it be another one of those buttons we gotta shoot? It doesn't look like platforming. But I'll check behind these corners just to be safe. Really shouldn't put anything past this game. Also, I love the soundtrack in this game. I really love the fucking music they have playing. Really gets your blood like pumping, your pulse like racing. Oh, yeah, sure, great. Is that just the proximity sensor that we were... I feel the fool. Alright, let's sweep some floors. But what you mean, like, tactically sweep? We're not going to get the mop out. Though who knows, that might be a mission in this game for how exciting all our tasks have been thus far, you know? Why not go the Viscera cleanup detail route? I have a feeling we might need to do some psychic stuff soon, so I should really not be quite so trigger happy. It might come back to bite us. But if we look for that square around the crosshair... Yeah, trying to snipe with a shotgun. Worked out about as well as I should have expected. Yeah, well... The Fenestration dude says, to be fair, stuff like Half-Life often doesn't have music. Yeah, but they have ambiance. At the very least. You have something playing in the background. Really? All the way back here?
Just as I expected. One good shot, and the nest is history.
Video Game King, I brought it up before, but the animations don't have any weight either. In fact, it looks like it's entirely keyframing pose to pose. Enemies drop dead like rocks, and Nina doesn't even pull the trigger when she's firing. Yeah, that's accurate enough. Also very defined seams there where the polygons, where the legs, where the joints meet.
I'm walking into a kind of storage with an elevator in it.
Be careful. They will surely be waiting for you upstairs.
Alright. That is some masterfully quick reloading of this shotgun, of this auto shotgun, by the way. I mean, video game protagonist, physics and speed aside. We're fucked though, aren't we? Because down to 9 health. Don't know where we're getting shot from. You probably cannot see that dude's head at all on the stream. It's barely 1 pixel on my end, but take my word for it, I think I got that dude. Oh, I'm tempted to backtrack and get some of that health. But no, that wouldn't make for exciting viewing. Then again, neither will me dying in the next few seconds, but... There we go. Like I say, mana from heaven. Back to 100. Let's go up the stairs again. Defenestration dude saying that it sounds like a filtered drum sample for the gunfire. Sounds more like someone banging on a door. A mom knocking on the door to tell their son to stop bedroom coding at 2 o'clock in the morning. You say you're gonna finish that game. You could have taken that office job. Your game is embarrassing. So ashamed of my son and their codename Nina. Yeah, really not much we can do up here, is there? Oh! But up here, perhaps. Keep this for close encounters. That's a seamless effect, by the way. It really looks like there's like so much depth. It looks like there's a lot going on behind that door. Couldn't have like modeled a little bit of like extra space behind it and have like a transparent glass effect. Thank God none of these dudes have been like essential NPCs.
The door is unlocked. All I need to do now is to get back to it.
Well, you're on your own. I can't help you anymore.
Well, thanks for nothing, character I don't even know. And thank you, Codename Nina, for making backtracking such an integral part of your gameplay. Really, I can think of no finer way to pad out a game. Who needs forward progression when you can have back and forth progression? Oh, I bet this room's gonna be full of enemies again, too. Yeah, figures. Video Game King, I'm curious what the speed game for this would look like with an active community. Is there enough glitch potential to say skip 80% of a given level? God, for their sakes, I hope there is. Or would you be forced to play through at 80% regardless? I will get Albert on the phone and see if he has any experience with this game or thoughts on the engine or so on and so forth.
All I need to do now is to get back to it.
Well, you're on your own. I can't help you anymore.
Yeah, parting is such sweet sorrow, random dude. Try to check out as many as I can before we go any further down. I shudder to think if there's fall damage in this game. Otherwise I might just drop right down. Well, get off my case, people trailing behind me. Got 9 HP. 2 now. Going this way because I think there's still health I can pick up from this. Well, it's something. Defenestration dude already predicting that that dude over the radio is going to turn traitor. And what an impactful turn it will be. Not even knowing so much as his name. Well, at least there's no enemies over here. Oh! Put around that corner. Come to me. I'm using my psychic power to will you in this direction. Ooh boy. That was a close one. If I had just 3 points of health less, that would have ended disastrously. Cross your fingers for voiceover. Still no minds to be read in this level. I wonder if they're just going to drop that gimmick outright past the first stage. Ooh, we got doors to explore. A whole hallway, a whole row of possibilities. Well, at least most of these are locked. It's probably for the best. Probably cuts down on time wasted here. I mean, all this time is wasted. There's nothing to be gained from playing this game.
Yuri, it wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse. In such a large space, they will see me immediately.
Keep close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
Well, that's plenty fine advice. Wait, so that dude's not even operating those guns. He's just kind of standing in the center of them and letting them do their dang thing. It looked like there was a hole in the glass where I could have shot that dude through. In fact, I think I may have landed a couple shots, actually, but clearly there is another way. Clearly they intend something else for us. I love their little run. It's so adorable. That's the key word for this game. It's just adorable. Everything they tried and failed to do was cute. Might as well have made this game in fucking FPS Creator. Oh. Not gonna give us any HP, are they?
Yuri, it wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse. In such a large space, they will see me immediately.
Keep close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
Not through any of those doors. I was hoping that there'd be like a reload time, there's like a rhythm or something you can do there. But nope, it's clearly we are barking up the wrong tree. At least we're getting more efficient at clearing this stuff out.
Yuri, it wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse. In such a large space, they will see me immediately.
Keep close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
Alright, let's think. Nothing doing there. Looking for any given object I could potentially shoot from here. Ah, well. Gave him too much of my back. And so I ate a back full of flack. Let's do it without taking any damage. I like to dream big. The dream is dead. Let's look at this vending machine. Nina Cola. Get it? Because we're playing as Nina. The name of the game is Nina. She's so popular, she has her own soda brand. That doesn't really help her as a secret agent, though.
It wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse.
Alright, I think I know what we need to do here.
They will see me immediately.
Keep close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
I think we should clear these dudes out. And go all the way around. And hug this wall instead. Boy, this isn't gonna work because... Well, maybe this will work. I guess it's working.
Phew. Some good shooter almost got me. But it's not loaded. It would be too easy. But when I find the bullets, it will be perfect.
Oh! Hello! Ah. Well, that's some geometry for you. A lot of moving gears, a lot of moving parts to this level design here. And it just so happens you can get caught in the cogs. That'll be the GIF. I'll let Twitter know that the stream is over. That'll be the one I show to demonstrate the fun we've had. The friends we made along the way.
Yuri, it wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse. In such a large space, they will see me immediately.
Keep close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
Yeah, fuck hanging the walls. I'm just gonna walk straight across.
Phew. Some good shooter almost got me. But I was saved by the bulletproof glass. I have to eliminate him.
Wait, that's the shooter. Maybe it was them who got me. And with that idea in mind... perhaps something, anything, other side? I don't even have the energy to do like a proper mouth fart after that. Just an exasperated sigh. You know, folks, there's some janky FPSs that you just kind of can't help but love, where the jank comes together in a really like charming and funny way that keeps you constantly engaged. Sometimes the characters, the guns, the level design all comes together. Ridiculous story beats, failed attempts at set
It wasn't
pieces,
easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse.
comes together and makes
In
something
such a
magical.
dark space, they will see me
And other
immediately.
times, well, other times,
All the good
you
advice
get codename Agent Nina. Or Nina Codename Agent. Or whatever the fuck the name of this game is. I don't think I've gotten it right once so far, and I don't intend to start
But I
anytime
was
soon.
saved by the bulletproof glass. I have to eliminate him.
Bullets for me? Something? Anything? Got sniped. Barney FF says, to be fair, and trust me, I'm not trying to defend this extremely mediocre game. This isn't the worst FPS I've ever seen or played. No, there's worse. There's technically less competent. There's morally repugnant stuff, like your ethnic cleansings and Zog's Nightmares. There's, all, like, the crap that comes from FPS Creator and all those, like, you know, 3D Game Maker, all those engines that people can just churn stuff out on, and some have the gall to sell at retail. Video Game King saying Gods in General was significantly worse for what it's worth. No. I will hard disagree with that. Gods in Generals is a fucking masterpiece of schlock. Gods in Generals is fun.
It wasn't easy.
It's funny, Bab. This
This
is...
is gonna be even worse.
We can talk about how this game isn't technically broken, how it functions at the bare minimum, but sometimes it's even worse. Sometimes it would be better if a game is just broken. Those are the bullets for the sniper rifle. They're out in the middle of the thing. There's probably some timing to grabbing them, getting to the elevator. But I lingered too long because the pickup is a little dicey. So we'll try that again. Maybe we'll have a windfall this time. I don't know, we could debate about the technical merits, I think I was going to say, but I think at the end of the day, the worst kind of bad is boring bad. And outside of some incredible voice acting, that's what this game is. It's just fucking boring. And also repetitive in that... Well, great. With a complete lack of quick saves, and some sparse auto checkpointing, and some altogether frustrating bits of design. So I'm not going to call this the worst first-person shooter I've ever played by any stretch, by any metric of the imagination, but this is a terrible stream game. And yet here we are, so compelled to see this through, to figure out this puzzle. Or, you know, we figured it out. It's just a matter of executing.
Yuri, it wasn't easy downstairs, but this is gonna be even worse. In such a large space, they will see me immediately.
close to the walls. That's all the good advice I have for you.
Phew. Some good shooter almost got me. But I was saved by the bulletproof glass. I have to eliminate him.
Well, now we are at a pickle here. Because that's the sniper we need to take care of over there. Oh, you know what? This is not for taking care of the sniper. This is for taking care of that right over there.
When will they learn that explosives should be kept hidden?
The better for you. I don't like it when they're too smart. You have less chance of living through to retirement.
Okay. Cooking with gas, as they say. Nice decoration there. Bullet holes really tie that bulletproof glass together. Alright, Sniper, we'll presumably come back for you. Oh no. Oh god. Again, you see the square too late. Now let's figure out where the checkpoint is. I am just staring in disbelief right now. You know what I need right about now? There we go. Fred, it's nice to see you again, my friend. Oh, and you too, Marshall. And Wes, even you, Polly Shore, when you pop up in this video. Video Game King in chat, you gave us a choice, and clearly we made the wrong one. Jonathan Davies was in this video. Well, folks, that was an unmitigated disaster. Needless to say, we will not be returning to Nina Agent Chronicles at any point in the near future. That game is banned from the stream. Will I have to play it one day through to completion to formally induct into the Bad Game Hall of Fame? I dread it, but very possibly. Very probably. But, today is not that day. Is there something we can do here? Get a quick little taste. A little dab on the tongue is something we can play here. You know, I don't even want to look at Windows XP right now. Barney, how about the second half of the game is really fun? Oh, you quit it. Don't even dare. Tell you what, folks. I don't want to do anything mouse and keyboard right now. I want to pick up this controller and let's do something. Let's do something random, something wild. Let's cut to the launch box here. Let's get out of this Windows XP section. Impromptu, roulette, maybe a couple more games we'll play after the unmitigated disaster that was Nina, Chronicles of an Agent. What is it? Shift Alt Q. Not Rekidoshi. We did Rekidoshi in the last Bad Game Roulette. How does that even happen? Batman Forever on Game Boy. No, there's like a middle ground I'm looking for right now. A Boogerman unlicensed Boogerman for the NES. But wait, there's a Boogerman 2. Which one should I play? How about neither? No, let's stack the deck. I revoke the roulette. I'm just gonna scroll through here and pick a game Whatever strikes my eye. Whatever strikes my fancy. Man, there's nothing to suck the life out of a stream quite like Nina Chronicles. Whatever. Hopefully that'll be, for as much of a low point as that was, a defenestration dude saying they actually bought a physical Shaq Fu card and lost it. I could actually see my Shaq Fu card from across the room. Video Game King said, Superman prototype? Do I have the Superman prototype here? Oh, I sure do. Sure. Why not, right? If memory serves, this is going to be the tightest prototype. And you know, it's RoboCop Day. It's the day that RoboCop came out, so I might as well do some Superman, some more Titus. So for those who don't know, Superman, the PS1 game, the N64 game, Superman 64, the infamous one, was gonna come out at some point for PlayStation. Made it some ways into development. Ended up being a very different game. This is some placeholder art here, as you can tell, from the disparate graphic styles and the Comic Sans and so forth. Let's see if I remember how to even control this. Please wait about 1 minute. I don't know if there's sound effects in this. It's been a minute since I played this, since I explored this. But, lights, camera, action. Quick turn button. Button to cycle through all our abilities. Square to use our abilities. Oh! Look, Ma, I'm flying. Seems to be L1 to ascend, L2 to descend. No analog in this game, so camera seems to be what it's gonna be. Now, if I remember correctly, there's like a room where I need to do some combat to rescue Jimmy Olsen. Let me lower this. Is there any game audio? There is game audio. I just didn't enable it because I'm a fool. So yes, there is audio here. Let's just put that at like minus 16 decibels. Let's go this way. "60 seconds? Well, by golly, I'll do what I can." Oh! For a second it wasn't letting me fly at all. Oh. One. Two. I'm assuming you're safe. Oh. Oh. Got stuck inside of him. Well, that figures. Take 2 on that? Let's get that ice breath ready. Oh, you know what? I totally haven't activated the timer yet. Yep. Timer does not go off until you press the X button, so I was totally saving myself some time there. Probably could have taken a bit better advantage of that, but gotta punch them loose and interact with these dudes eventually. There we go. I'm assuming this has something to do with if I kill these dudes, maybe it'll be safer for that dude at the bottom to escape. Or maybe we'll just run out of time. Yeah, well... It's very easy to get stuck inside of that man, too, so... I think I have a game plan, though. This time... I don't know if that dude's actually, like, a real enemy. That might just be... Or is there something I'm missing here otherwise? There we go, that'll do it. Remember, 60 seconds, folks. More than enough to kill anything that moves. We can't punch and let him loose, though. We just gotta... get things started. And then hopefully 60 seconds will be enough from here. And go. Oh, that got unfrozen. Oh, well, that's just as well. This only takes a few seconds to do anyhow. I'm assuming this button here is something to do with making the room safe. Thank you for killing the spider, Superman. I think some more of my friends are trapped through the next door. Oh, well, at least we did it. At least that takes care of our ticking time limit for that. Yes, there are kryptonite waves to contend with, or whatever they are, whatever we call them. That temporarily deprive us of our powers. I'm getting tongue-twisted right now. Nina really took it out of me. Codename Nina. Confessions of an Agent, Nina. Woof. Do we just gotta sit here and wait for the kryptonite to expire? Sock Puppet Kingdom asking, is this the canceled Superman PS1 game? It sure is. Because the game we were playing was one of the worst games to stream. The FPS... Janked Windows XP FPS failed us. For the first and hopefully only time. Level incomplete! I refuse to accept that. Let's see what I did wrong, if anything. Is this a time limit that we're just not aware of? Like, let's see, if I stand here for a few seconds... No, it's not a matter of time. Sock Puppet Kingdom saying they didn't know this game was leaked. I think it was a recent leak. As a matter of fact, might have something to do with it. Like in the past year or so, someone got hold of it, decided, there was someone who was, like, hoarding this for the longest time. A lot of prototype games get hoarded by people, not necessarily who are, like, you know, under, like, NDA or, you know, who aren't permitted to leak it. Yeah, that worked a lot better than using the heat vision laser or what have you. Yeah, someone had, like, acquired this, sat on it, tried to put it up for auction, I think. I wonder if those are kryptonite bullets. Probably. Signs point to yes. Can I just punch you to death? Handy dandy. Well, might as well fly if we have the ability to fly here. I think it moves a little quicker. Now to figure out what that opened up. It's the real challenge. Oh, you know what it is? It's backtrack is what it is. And just eat that because I don't feel like doing the waiting game that they inevitably intend for us to play. And I could have sworn that button would open this door, but no such doing. So let's do this instead. No, that didn't quite work. There are debug commands, obviously, and that's what I intended to use there. Hoping that open doors would open all the doors somehow, but, oops! That's what I get for trying to be clever. Oh? Where are we now? Somewhere, I'm sure. Let's see. I'm just turning everything on all at once. Yeah, I think at this point it's spawning us out of bounds, so... Oh, there we go. I found a way back in. No? Don't know if I meant to do that. Well, time limit went away at the very least, so... We do have some new area to explore here. I think there's a... I can't remember if there's a second stage inside of this. A second scenery, a second location we could potentially go to. If there is, I unfortunately don't remember the means to actually activate it, so... Oops. Alright, Superman, use your super strength to... That actually worked. Was not expecting that. I think this is the ultimate goal of this whole area within the game. Do we just come... Oh! Enjoy the special effects, and also Superman being resilient to damn near everything. Alright, Olsen. Get ready, you better cooperate. This would be fun, getting carried around by Superman. I wouldn't mind being rescued. Getting to fly around for a minute or two. Exit. Well, this better damn well be the exit. Here we go. Well, Jimmy gave himself into trouble again, but at least we have a new stage, hopefully. Glad I vaguely remembered how this prototype is laid out, so I could play at least a little bit of it beyond that first area, beyond that first staging area. Is there anything in the, Oh, of course the top thing over here has all the places we can possibly go. We can just use this to navigate around the prototype. Let's go face Brainiac in the garage, hopefully. Can I fast forward using emulator to... Yep, I sure can speed up that emulator a bit. We got 15 minutes on this one, and a camera that I can't control right now. Nothing these ways. Oh, I can sort of see Brainiac popping up in the middle of this. But yeah, this effect here is getting in the way a little bit. It's almost like this game isn't complete or something. Yeah, I don't know how much progress we're going to make there. Let's try the actual garage. The one that was indicated on this screen here. And see, there's a little more to it. Still got a 15-minute time limit on something or other. Now, there's the question of, would this game, as originally envisioned by Titus, because they were sort of hampered in what they could do when it came to developing Superman 64. And also what led to this cancellation. There's a whole story behind it. Well, you know, one day I'll have to get into that. I'll have to recount as much of it as is available as I can find out about. But and this prototype will play heavily into that story for whatever it's worth. But at least now y'all know this thing's existence if you didn't before. I do like how seemingly every object has some sort of reaction to the laser and the ice breath. You can tint them whatever color you like. You get back here. Video Game King mentioning that conceptually speaking, this is already very similar to the later levels of Superman 64 that no one ever seems to talk about. And yes, that's accurate enough. There's more to Superman than just the rings, as the AVGN at some point had to concede. So I think we want to go to that button over there. Maybe a prototype, but I think they had like some vision for how all this stuff would play out. Would this just be like the roundabout way of getting to where... I don't know, I'm also not in like the right set of mind to like more thoroughly explore this, truth be told. I'm just doing whatever comes like obviously. Anything past that point. Defenestration dude, if you're writing an article on Superman 64, will you check Proton John's unfinished LP? Yeah, because there's a developer interview, as you mentioned. So you get some of that precious backstory to this whole botched development, but there's still so much more to know and find out. And maybe I will attempt to reach out to people on my own. Crazier things have happened. Still waiting on some interview questions to be answered. In the case of a Urban Yeti article we're working on. I think these robots might have my number. I think I might get killed by those missiles coming from off screen. Or maybe not. Maybe we have just enough gas in the tank even when we're kryptonite encumbered. I want to see Lois Lane. Also want to see if these power-ups amount to anything. Oh great, I added 30 seconds to the clock. Amazed that actually worked. Take this. What is this? Who's to say? Who knows? But we got it. By golly. You know, this may not be particularly exciting. But by God, it's measures better than Nina. Sorry, Nina, I hardly knew ya. And I don't want to get to know ya. The kryptonite's a real bummer. How long it lasts. I wonder if there's like a... Ooh. Can have some fun with this, maybe. Aw, no collide is not. I was hoping it would just be like a no clip. But no such luck. Alright, up we go. For as long as we have our powers back. Ah, there they go again, but...
Superman!
Luckily this man is immune to all the craziness going on. Don't hit me, don't take away my powers, just let me destroy you. Oh! Well, that'll do it. Forgot about Superman's super strength. And also the mechanic where you get to toss shit around. I wonder how we're doing on time. Also, I wonder what the hell a 2x is gonna let us do. Maybe double the power of our abilities. Seems largely useless or irrelevant when we're poisoned by kryptonite. You know, it's a thought that counts. Nice sentiment on the part of the game. Oh! The no collide does work, it's just, the camera does not follow. The camera does not know Clyde. Superman himself does, but, uh-oh. I may have fucked it. Dangers of no clip, folks. Should have never thought to enable that. Alright, we're back. Get me back in the room. Get me back into where I can see Superman so I can turn off this crazy thing. There we go. Is this about where we left off? Give or take. Don't know if we have a remedy for that kryptonite gate. Oh. Perhaps. Genius. That's Superman's super intellect. We're getting somewhere. My God, I said I was going to see Lois Lane, and we might actually manage it. Where that elevator shaft actually opened up from, or... It's probably back up here, right? Probably made to pass by it. That ain't it. Let's just backtrack, I guess, and... Wait, hold on, it's not on this, like, wall over here, is it? No. It might be easier just to walk around on foot, to hoof it on foot, truth be told. And that said, speed boost. I don't think there's anything else remaining in that direction, right? I don't know, this might be the end of Superman's adventure, because I do not have the patience to figure out where the fuck this elevator is in this samey looking level. For as promising as this prototype may be, for all the potential it held over the N64 version we got, there's things to this, you know, there's interesting parts of this, but, you know, the level design is not one of those interesting things. This is still, prototypical Titus, where it all just blends together. Oh. Forward momentum, maybe. I think the invulnerability cheat might be disabling their ability to disable us via kryptonite, so I'm thankful if that's the case. Hey, open elevator shaft. 2 floors looks like there's our whole lot here, so that's fine by me. The less time we have to waste, the less we have to explore, the better as far as I'm concerned. Not that door, not yet. Or perhaps there's a puzzle. Yeah, okay. I say a puzzle, but this required hitting 2 buttons instead of 1. So, you know, complex stuff. Nina, Agent Chronicle levels of thought applied to that one. Alright, let's figure out what the hell the 3x and 2x mean. Where I assumed it may have had some impact on our abilities. They still seem to be unaffected. Unbuffed in any capacity. Which way do I go? How about the way with enemies? The road more traveled in this case. This doesn't look like a normal wall. Alright, we got another little bit of a puzzle here. No, I already know. It's... Oh, well. That'll happen on the first try. So R1 and R2 dodge left and right. But, you know, you would expect it to be like L2, R2, left for left dodge, right for right dodge. But that's not quite how they chose to do it. It's just R1 and R2 for left and right. So that's not confusing at all, right? Alright, buddy, I saved your friend. Better be handsomely rewarded, and I wasn't. I guess that switch will have to be reward enough for whatever it might activate. Perhaps this. Oh, thank God, more time on the clock. This has not been the most exciting night for streaming, I don't think. I was glad to do it. Glad to have an excuse to play some games. To think about something that isn't Spyro Enter the Dragonfly article coming soon. But, you know, Nina was kind of a bit of sabotage. It kind of sucked the wind out of all our lungs, I think. They just took Lois past here. Alright. This is it, the big finish, hopefully. Gotta get that extra 15 seconds. And that one, too. What would we do without it? I think next time we, Oh, there she is! The apple of my eye. But how do we deactivate that force field? This might have something to do with it. I think the next time we boot up the Windows XP machine, I'm gonna vet whatever games that entails. A bit more than I did this time around. It was...
Where are
Well, they took Lois's eyesight away. Oh, no, Lois. Don't say that. There we go. I had a hunch that little debug command might have worked and saved us some headache. And all we gotta do is follow the signs to the exit. Oh no, the sign stopped. They say the exit is this way, but there's no more signs pointing. Guess I'll take them at their word. Yeah, this is based on the animated series for the clear-ups going on in chat. Just like the game isn't called Superman 64, and on 64 it's called Superman, and based on the new adventures. Save Perry. I don't even remember who the fuck Perry is. And we're not gonna find out. I'll get a glimpse at the subway at the very least. Just to sate your curiosity. Give you some visual stimuli. But, aside from peeping around these corners and getting zapped once, that's about as much as I have the patience for right now, the stamina for. Boy. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, folks. We went over the 2 hours. I wanted to make sure we had something at the end of the stream. Something that wasn't just more Nina. So, Superman provided. Yeah, the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Can't always promise it'll be, exciting bad. Or particularly entertaining bad. Sometimes bad is just bad, as we learned today. And if there's another lesson we learned, it's that when I tell you that one on a list of games is my favorites, let's maybe not taunt me. Let's maybe not, be contrarian about it. Let's maybe take Cassidy at their word, because sometimes Cassidy has everyone's best interests in mind, and y'all need to respect that, I guess. I mean, how could any of us have known? And it's my fault for putting Nina on the list. I thought I had stacked the deck pretty good with Sniper Path of Vengeance. And even RoboCop, which I was kind of like, it's fucking boring, so don't pick this one. Even though it's its game's birthday. But nope. Y'all went with the one that you decided was the most obscure. And for your sins, we suffered. So, we'll come back again. I think I still need to wrap up Fugitive Hunter War on Terror for the PS2. I started that and I would like to see it through. So next stream may be continuation, a part 2 of that. If you want to find part 1 of that, I think it's at the tail end of the Demolition Man 3DO stream we did a week or 2 ago. Yeah, more, that and more in the archives, in the Twitch VOD, on the YouTube channel. I feel like I should start properly plugging stuff if I want to pretend to be one of these Twitch streamers. I want to play at being someone who's semi-professional. But, yeah, you can watch stuff that I promise is more exciting than the first 2 hours of the stream were today. That's the one thing I can promise about that content. And until then, still don't have a way to close out these streams either. That's another thing a professional would have lined up. But again, not me.